welcome to What Shama Call It. Today we're going to unveil to you my personal collection of mecha figures.
Before we dive into the toy itself, let me give you a background on one of my favorite mecha, Voltes V. Voltes V is part of the Robot Romance trilogy. These were 3 Super Robot anime series created by Saburo Yatsuda, a collective name for the staff at Toei, directed by Tadao Nagahama, and aired on TV Asahi and its affiliates from late 1976 through early 1979. The trilogy, consisting of Shodenji Robo Combattler V, Shodenji Machine Voltes V, and Tosho Daimos, was a co-production between Tohoku Shinsha Film, Nippon Sunrise, formerly Shueisha, and Toei Company with Nippon Sunrise, providing the animation work on Toei's behalf. Voltes V and the Voltes V pilots. Steve Armstrong. Kenichi Go, Volt Cruiser 1 pilot. Eldest of the Go brothers, 18 years old, marksman, motocross champ, and an ace pilot. Volt Machine Volt Cruiser 1. As an individual machine, it is an attack fighter interceptor, has missiles, rockets, cannon, claw boomerangs, and claw cutters as its armaments. It forms the head of the robot. Mark Gordon, Ep01, Molt Bomber 2 pilot. Orphan while still young, 18 years old, a rodeo champion, and an expert using the whip. Volt Machine Volt Bomber 2. It is an attack bomber interceptor. Its armaments include missiles, bazookas, cannons, bomber hooks and rings, and chain knuckles, forms the shoulders and arms. Robert Big Bert Armstrong, Daijiro Go. Volt Bomber 3 pilot, second oldest of the Go brothers. 17 years old, a martial arts expert. Volt Machine. Volt Panzer 3. A defense tank fighter, has missiles, cannons, and knife launchers. Forms the chest. Little John Armstrong. Hiyoshi Go. Volt Frigate 4 pilot. Youngest of the Go brothers. 10 years old. A genius. Volt Machine. Volt Frigate 4. It is an attack fighter submersible. Its armaments include missiles, lasers, freezer, and heat rays. Forms the waist and legs. Jamie Robinson. Megumi Aka. Voltlander 5 pilot. Only daughter of Commander Robinson. 16 years old. 18th heir of the Koga Ryu Ninja. Volt machine. Voltlander 5. This machine is a multi-terrain defense interceptor. Missiles, lander drills, chemical throwers, blasters, underground cameras, and star blades as its armament. Forms the feet. This is the Voltes Legacy cast and its anime counterpart. Voltes 5 Legacy is a live-action television adaptation by GMA, network of the Japanese anime television series Voltes 5 that was produced by Toei Company and Sunrise. GMA network acquired the rights to make a live-action adaptation through Telesuccess Productions, Toei's Philippine licensee. Voltes 5 was first broadcast in the Philippines on May 5, 1978, on the GMA network.
Greetings, fellow Mecha collectors. Welcome back to Whatchamacallit. Today, I have an extraordinary treat for you. I will be re-unboxing and reviewing my all-time favorite Mecha, the iconic Voltes 5. This collectible is made by Bandai, and this belongs to the Soul of Chogokin line. Once again, I present to you the GX-31 Voltes 5. You might be wondering why I use the word re-unboxing. You see, I am what you call a back-in-box collector. When I receive my ordered mechas, I just open its box for inspection to see if everything is complete, check each item for defects, and return it back in its box, seal the box with a plastic cover, and place it back in my toy shelf. I usually use gloves when handling my mechas. Plate it maybe once or twice in a year to let it breathe. I like it being a back-in-box collector since the feeling I get every time I open a collectible is like opening new presents. I received this beautiful mecha way back late 2006. The same year it was officially released by Bandai. Here in the Philippines, we have been waiting for this for a long time. This is what got me started eventually collecting other mechas. Since it was announced by Bandai that they will release this mecha, collectors like me were really excited. Now on to the box. As you can see, the box art is very beautiful. The front image of the box shows Voltes 5 holding the famous Sword of Heaven or laser sword. The individual Volt machines is also shown in the front art of the box, and the iconic Voltes 5 logo. Now here is the side image of the box. Now the back part of the box. All I can say is wow, Bandai really made the back part really interesting. Another side view. The upper part and lower part of the box. Once again, the back part of the box, showing the armaments of Voltes 5, the Ultramagnetic whips and tops, chain knuckle, Voltes bazooka, and rockets. Also included in the set is the mechanical eagle. Now for the re-unboxing. Upon opening, you can see a styro box containing the Volt machines, mechanical eagle, collapsible sword of heaven or laser sword, chest plate to cover to simulate the laser sword that has been used, and the ultramagnetic tops. I really appreciated Bandai's effort for including a top cutout cover with the names of the Volt machines. Take note, silica gels were not included in the set. The lower box contains the unassembled display stand, the different accessories, and instruction manual. Now, taking out the individual items from the styro case. The 5-volt machines. Mechanical Eagle. The Ultramagnetic tops. The chest plate. The folding laser sword. Detachable legs and claws. Now, here's the tray that contains the unassembled display stand, the different parts, as well as accessories of Voltes V. This is the Volt machine number 1, the Volt Cruiser. The design is very faithful to the animation. The cruiser is made of die-cast, ABS, and PVC. Really love the engineering that went into this piece. The paint work is great. I wish they included the skyrocket. It's located on top of the Volt Cruiser just behind the cockpit canopy like in the animation. It just occurred to me that I forgot to deploy the front landing wheel of the Volt Cruiser. The rear has a detailed thrusters. Really love this piece. This is the Volt machine number 2, the Volt Bomber. It's also made of die-cast, ABS, and PVC. Since the Volt Bomber is the arms and shoulder of Voltes V, Bandai utilized ratchet gears for its arm rotation. The only clamor I have with this Volt machine is the 4 landing gears that you have attached and detached every time you have to transform it. I wish they made it a retractable one, but given its size, who am I to complain? Volt machine number 3, the Volt Panzer. Also made of die-cast, PVC, and ABS. This piece has lots of die-cast materials since this is the torso of the Mecha. has working wheels and rubber tracks. It also has working claws that you can manipulate. No firing missiles though. The Volt Machine number 4, the Volt Frigate. I believe this is the longest and heaviest of the Volt machines in the set. It's pretty solid. The die-cast parts can be found in the waist and lower legs portion. Love how they hide the rear wheels. The front wheels are hidden in the belt buckle part. Last but not the least of the Volt machines, Volt Machine number 5, the Volt Lander. It's a great piece. It's made of ABS, PVC, and die-cast. It consists of two parts since this will be the left and right feet of Voltes 5. These two parts are joined together to form the Volt Lander. It has working wheels that rolls. This is the Mechanical Eagle. I was ecstatic to see that Bandai included this piece in the set. No die-cast part for this piece though, but the details are great. Detachable legs and claws are also included in the set. This is the unassembled display stand for the accessories and other parts of Voltes V. Bandai included an additional 3 pairs of hands for Voltes V: open hands, clenched fist, and a semi-closed fist for holding the laser sword and the ultramagnetic whip. The additional hands are a bit larger than the one attached with the Volt Bomber. Now on to the ultramagnetic whips and tops. Bandai also included in this set the chain knuckle and Voltes Gatling missiles as attachment to replace the hands. The chain of the chain knuckle is made of light metal. I wish they included 2 sets of each for the chain knuckle and the Gatling missiles. These are the detachable landing wheels for the Volt Bomber, made of die-cast, and it rolls. Kudos to Bandai for including the wing cutters for the Volt Cruiser and the device that was added to Voltes V so they can use the ultramagnetic ball feature without depleting their energy. See episode 26 of the animation to know what I'm talking about. The famous Sword of Heaven or Laser Sword of Voltes V. This was always used by Voltes V to deliver the final blow to the Beast Fighter. A side-by-side comparison of the 2 laser swords included in the set. The one piece on top and the folding type which can be attached to the chest of the mecha. They also included a chest plate cover. This is to replace and conceal the hole in the chest when the folding laser sword is taken out. Here's the accessories and additional parts display stand. It's a pretty straightforward assembly. A Falcon's head is included for the display stand to give homage to Camp Big Falcon. Now here's the fully assembled accessories and additional parts display stand. I'm placing the add-on device for the Voltes V on top. The mechanical eagle also has a special place in the display stand. The chest plate, holding pegs for the ultramagnetic tops. Volt Bomber's detachable wheels are placed at the bottom. It's tricky for me to put the wheels on the display stand since the gloves are a bit bigger for my hands. Now, The ultramagnetic tops are placed on these pegs. The Voltes V Gatling missiles and chain knuckle are placed on this part of the display stand. The chain of the chain knuckle has a hanger on the side. And the back part of the display. Two of the three sets of hands are placed on the pegs just below the mechanical eagle, while the remaining set of hands are placed at the lower portion of the display stand. Detachable hand pegs are also placed at the lower middle portion. The two ultramagnetic whips are mounted on this part of the display stand.
Sometimes there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. We're moving on. We're moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Please take note that I purposely did not include Volt Cruiser's wing cutters on the display stand. The final piece, the Sword of Heaven or Laser Sword. Once again, here's the display stand fully assembled with accessories and additional parts for Voltes V. Here are the Volt machines up close. Volt Machine 1, Volt Cruiser. As you can see, Bandai placed a pilot figure in the plane's cockpit. The Volt Cruiser's canopy can be opened. There's also a retractable Volt Cruiser guns on its side. Here's the bottom part of the Volt Cruiser. I forgot to deploy the front landing wheel again. Volt Machine number 2, the Volt Bomber. I will move it around so you can see all sides of the toy. It's very well made. Now here are the Volt Bomber's landing wheels from the add-on accessories tray. They are not attached out of the box. Those two sets of wheels with a bracket-like design goes to the front, while the remaining two sets of wheels with round pegs goes to the back part. Volt Machine 3, the Volt Panzer. Made mostly of die-cast since this is the chest area of the mecha. Moving it around to show you the details on all sides of the Volt Panzer. Has working wheels and rubber tracks. Here's a close-up of the cockpit. Now here's the folding laser sword, and I will be attaching it to complete the Volt Panzer. It slides in easily to the chest cavity. Showing you the compartment for the add-on device I was telling you earlier. Volt Panzer's machine claws can be manipulated and extended. It can also open and close its claws. Volt Machine 4, Volt Frigate. I think this piece has the greatest amount of diecast on all the Volt machines in the set. The diecast materials can be found in the waist and lower legs. Moving it around to see all sides of the Volt Frigate. The wings at the rear can be folded in or out. The frigate has landing wheels. Front landing wheels are hidden behind the belt buckle. While the rear landing wheels are hidden away at the bottom portion of the legs. By just turning the frigate's exhaust, the rear landing wheels can be deployed. Volt Machine 5 Volt Lander. What can I say about this piece? It's solid and compact. The shoe-like shell of each unit is mostly made of die-cast. It has 6 wheels in each unit that rolls. By just lowering the black louver-like cover at the front, its landing rails can be shown. The bottom part has extra supports for added details. Once again, here's the Voltes V Volt Machines and accessories display stand. How to vault in the machines to form Voltes V. This is not the official way on how to do it. I'm just sharing to you how I do it. To combine the machines to form Voltes V, I usually transform each of the Volt machines first to form each part of the robot, starting with the Volt Cruiser, which forms the head. Next is the Volt Bomber, which transforms into the shoulders and arms and hands of Voltes V. On to the Volt Panzer, which transforms into the torso. Then the frigate. This Volt machine transforms into the waist and legs. Lastly, the Volt Lander, the feet of Voltes V. Oops! I forgot to extract the hands from the Volt Bomber. Now on to assembling Voltes V. I usually start at the feet first. Then, attaching the legs. Next, the torso. Let me adjust the camera so you can see the entire thing. Then the shoulders and arms. Lastly, the head. Once assembled, it really stands out. Great job, Bandai! Here, I'm pulling out the folding laser sword from the chest and replacing it with the chest cover to conceal the cavity of the chest. The folding laser sword. This is how you show the Voltes bazooka. Once again, this set includes 3 additional sets of hands. To use the additional hands, you have to retract the built-in hands to install the pegs and the add-on hands. Now here's Voltes V holding the laser sword. Here's the chain knuckle. Similar to attaching the add-on hands, a peg-like is placed in the retracted hands of Voltes V. Now the Voltes V Gatling missiles. This is the grand fire of Voltes V. You have to open the buckle and take off the belt to see it. Here's the ultra-magnetic whip and top. Bandai's GX-31 Voltes V is an absolute triumph in the world of mecha collectibles. Its craftsmanship, articulation, and the nostalgia it invokes make it a must-have for any fan or collector. Whether you're reliving fond memories or discovering the magic of Voltes V for the first time, this masterpiece will undoubtedly leave a lasting impression on anyone fortunate enough to own it. Thank you for watching the very first episode of Whatchamacollett. Please don't forget to click the subscribe and notification button. More mechas to come. Till the next episode.